Hey guys, welcome to another video of the week, and this week I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to introduce you to Amazon Web Services. So, about a year ago I think someone said to me, you must get into Amazon Web Services.
Amazon Web Services, Amazon Web Services.
And I thought, okay, I'll give it a try, and I just couldn't really work my head around it. I wasn't really that bothered. But anyway, a job came up and I needed to produce a website that was able to have a lot of bandwidth and for downloading videos and a lot of disk space, fast disk space I wanted. And I am a PHP programmer. So I used to write in PHP, I also write in Microsoft .NET, things like that. But I thought, I'll put together this website and I'll host it on Amazon Web Services. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to create a couple of web pages, create a couple of web pages, set up Amazon Web Services. I'm going to use Lightsail, which is a subdivision of the Amazon Web Services hosting package. Lightsail, you can start Lightsail to host your website from as little as $3.50, depending how much bandwidth and disk space you need, and it goes right up to $100 or so. But Lightsail will allow you to do sort of WordPress or Joomla or Drupal. It'll also allow you to do just basic LAMP, LAMP, L-A-M-P, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, LAMP. And LAMP is a hosting environment where if you're a PHP programmer like me, then you can basically create some hosting and shove your work up there. So pretty good, and this is how you do it. So let's have a look at it in a bit more detail. So first thing you've got to do is create yourself a new AWS account. Then go into Lightsail. Now I've already created an instance here, but I'll just create a new one so you can see. And here you go, you can choose the region. This is very important if you are, compliant with GDPR and various other sort of UK or European restrictions. You can choose whether you're using Linux or Windows. You have to pay an extra fee for Windows. Then you've got your chance to load on that Linux platform WordPress, multi-site WordPress, LAMP, Drupal. I've used Joomla, it's quite good actually, Joomla. Or you can just load on cPanel. So all these things available on the Linux platform. Let's have a look on the Microsoft platform. You can choose server 2019, 16 or 12. So I'm just going to choose LAMP here, and it's packaged by Bitnami. And now you've got to choose what you're going to pay per month. First 3 months are free, very generous. Amazon, aren't they? 20 gig SSD with 1 terabyte of bandwidth transfer, they call it. I'll probably go for that one, considering that my site's going to be hosting a bunch of videos. No, not those kind of videos. Don't get any funny ideas. So for $5 US, 1 gig of RAM, 1 CPU, 40 gig SSD, and 2 terabytes of data transfer. You can give your instance a name, and then you can go ahead and create it. Okay, so my instance has been created. Exactly the same configuration as the other one with LAMP on it. It takes a few minutes to actually get created in order for you to get access to it. You just got to wait until that pending has gone. It's running. So now, we can do the normal bits and bobs. So let's go and connect to that. Still not quite ready yet. Let's try the SSH session first. And we're in. Okay, that's good. Right, don't need that. What I'm going to do is manage, and I'm going to grab the IP address, and I'm going to download the key, and then I'm going to pull those into WinSCP. So the IP address, The username is Bitnami. I had to look that up, I think. You can't put a password in. We're going to use authentication. And then we'll pull that key in. Now, the interesting thing is that it's in a format that WinSCP doesn't like, so it actually converts it automatically for you. So go ahead and do that. Here you go. I've pulled it in from my downloads. It's a PEM file, which contains a key in open SSH format. WinSCP supports only PuTTY format, so it's going to actually convert it. And there you go. The key was converted and saved. Click OK, and it's in there. Cool. So we should now be able to save this. What should we call it? Bitnami 35. Yeah, that's fine. And now if I double click that, continue to an unknown server, yes. And we're there. And of course we've got our htdocs folder and our original index.html file. So this is a web page written in HTML. I'm sure you've seen that millions of times. We can edit that, and yeah, straight HTML. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some PHP, which is a server-side scripting language that works with HTML to produce some scripting. Gives us some access to some scripting, you know, conditional scripting. So for example, you know, a login. I'm going to do a login page, and then I'm going to do my web page that allows you to click on a video and download it. Okay, so we'll do that next. Okay, so let's open up a new web page and go ahead and access that web page that we created. This should load up the index.html, and sure enough, it's here. Now we don't want this, so I'm actually going to rename it. I've connected via FTP here. Now if I call it index1, then my index file that I wrote along with the password protect page, they should now take precedence. And let's do an F5. Yeah, and it says here, please enter the password to access this page. And the password protect page looks like this. I got it from zubrag.com. There's a lot of code that's out on the internet that you can kind of pick up rather than reinventing the wheel every time. And this is a password page that I know quite well, I've used before. I've modified it slightly because the password is in clear text in the file, and you know, I don't want that. So what I've done is I've slightly modified it. I'll show you. This is the form here. Please enter the password to access this page. But what I've done is I've hashed the password. So when you type the password in and post it to the page, it comes to this point, and in that variable pass, I use this PHP function here called password verify that checks to see if the password the guy entered is the same as the password that's actually been hashed here, so you can't really read what it is. There's no way to, well, I wouldn't say there's no way, but it would take years of compute cycles to decrypt that back to a password. It's like a one-way hash. So this is now checking that, and if it's true, you can go ahead and log in. So this file, this password protect file, is at the top of every PHP page, and it stores it into a cookie, so you don't have to keep logging in for each new page. Okay, so now we're in, and this is my gallery page, and as you can see, just a few links up here, some instructions, and there's nothing in my content library just yet. We're going to drag in some movies into the gallery folder, and they will magically appear here. So have a quick look at the code. Okay, so notice the include of the password protect file. This is a bit of PHP here just to make sure that we are logged in. This is the main bit of code. So I'm going to show you where I got these from. First thing I got was this from Codeconia. Thank you very much to Codeconia. They got me started with, you know, having a gallery folder where I could upload files and so on. I took a lot of this out. I'm not using the file load within the web page. You just have to use FTP to upload the files. But I've got a lot of the code from there, and it was quite nice and it looked quite good, so I did that. What I then did was I found a lightbox that I could use. A lightbox is, if you've got a gallery of videos and you put your mouse over it, and you want to click and play a video in a lightbox, like a bigger version, then I found some code here on codepad.co that did what I wanted. So I grabbed all of that. Again, like I say, lots of code out there that you can grab hold of. There was a bit of HTML, some styling, CSS styling, and then some JavaScript to enable this click to play feature. So that all goes in here, and I'll make this file available to anyone that wants it. And basically a few bits and pieces down the bottom and a bit of scripting at the bottom as well. So that's it. Just quickly show you this bit of code here. All it does is specifies a folder, an image folder called gallery, or video folder really, and then for each directory that it finds, it will then run through this loop, and this loop will basically is the video tag. This is the main thing. It will show a video preview in a tag from timestamp 11 seconds in. When you hover over it, on hover, on mouse out, you can see it plays and then it pauses when you've come out of it. And just below it there'll be a button that you can press. In fact, it's not below it, it's within the video itself. There's a download button, so you can actually click and download the video that you're interested in. Okay, so that's the basic premise. What we'll do now then is we're going to upload a few videos into this gallery. Okay, so here's a couple of videos. There's Argos there, that's going to go up, and you can see it's now copying that up. So I created a subfolder called folder 1 and put those videos in there, just dragged and dropped them in there. Let's press F5, and there we have it. So we have our film gallery page. We use FTP to drag and drop content up there, and then you put your mouse over it and it should start playing. But don't forget, this is not like YouTube where you've got this kind of streaming front end to it. I can't remember what it's called now, something like Butterfly or something. This is on my site, these films. This is about 5 meg and this is about 80 meg. I'm going to click this one and it opens up the lightbox. Yeah, really cool. You can go full screen as well if you want to. And there we have it. Close that. And let's have a look at this Argos one. Hey guys, welcome to another Watch of the Week. And there's me doing a film there. So yeah, that's all working pretty well. I've got it set at the moment so that it doesn't automatically load a preview of the film. You have to sort of click into it first. Here's your download button here. So if I click on that, London video, done. It's very quick to download, of course. Consumer broadband is very quick. Downloading, not so quick going up, uploading. But anyway, that is it. So hope you enjoyed that. This is the gallery or content library that I built. Thanks to codepad.co and thanks to Codeconia. Yep, that's it. So basically all you need to do now is create folders here, drag files in, and Bob's your uncle. They will appear as if by magic in a nice grid formula. By the way, it's all done in HTML and CSS with a bit of PHP scripting. So on a mobile phone, it also, it will flex column wise. It will flex nicely, so it displays everything on a mobile just as well as it does on a desktop. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for another video of the week.